Hello, beautiful, brilliant black women, goddess born. Hey, let's just do a little quick um, reloading of your Dark Sister, right? With a new magazine. We're doing dry fire right now, which means we have no live ammo in either the magazine that we're going to be using to kind of practice with. So you see there's no live ammo there, right? Nor the Dark Sister we're using, okay? So she is empty, but let's just do our little safety check. I want to put it so you can see that there is nothing in there, okay? There's nothing to be seated. There's no live ammo to be seated. So she is clear. Also notice, again, my grip, it's tight up against what we call the beaver tail, right? So the web between my forefinger and my thumb is uptight against the beaver, and you can't actually see this part, but my wrists are locked like we always talk about, right? And I have trigger control, meaning that my finger isn't on the trigger because I'm not pointing and pew-pewing. All I'm doing right now is I'm showing you how to put your magazine in and do practice, 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 practice. Now, I always buy extra magazines, and as y'all know, I have two of this same security, um, Ruger Security light rack in 380. We love her because she's so easy to rack. Also, I'm tipping it so you can see. Also, um, when I pull out, I'm so used to pulling and aiming now because I've been trained by experts on a regular basis. I've worked on my stance. I've worked on my dominant eye. That's all cool. But I have learned how to pull and aim, pull and aim. So it pretty much the ammo, once I hit the trigger, right, it pretty much goes where you're going to see this front sight. So we have iron sights that come with the gun, right? We talked about that before. All right, so got our Dark Sister. This is actually something that I practice. So we're going to index. Remember, neither is loaded, right? So we're going to take this magazine and we're going to put it into here, right? Right? So I'm going to just show you again what I'm doing. This is called indexing. When you use your index finger, right? And I have holsters that fit my magazines, right? That I can put on. I usually wear a belt because I like to keep my Dark Sisters close and snuggle with me around my waist or whatever, right? So what you're trying to do here is you want to build muscle memory. So I just keep, even when I'm just in here in the in my genius zone, right, I keep practicing. So again, we don't have anything, no live ammo, right? Nothing here, nothing there, okay? And what, let's say I've pulled, I'm aiming, and now I had to hit the magazine release, which is right here for this particular Dark Sister, right? And I hit the release. The magazine that was there is gonna fall out. Now, I don't suggest you just drop magazines onto the ground because these things is dang expensive, girl. Okay, so while we're practicing, we don't want to. We're not in a competition right now. Okay, competition, pew pewing. I mean, so when I'm coming in, you want to, when you have you've clicked, you've pointed, you've aimed, right, and you shot, but now you need to change the magazine because you're out, right? So I would hit the magazine release. The magazine that was in here would fall out, and I'm coming in to where I would naturally come, So I can just do this. All right. So it's this motion that I want you to get, right? Where are you going to naturally come? So what I do is I'm always gripped the same way. Got trigger control, because this is how I naturally keep my finger until I'm ready to shoot. It's practice, practice, practice. Learning a technique and then practicing over and over and over and over again, right? So here we are. When I come in, if you watch most men, they will come in closer, right? And because that's their natural whatever. Everybody's body is different. So when I come in, I've hit the trigger. It's time for me to release the magazine that's in there. Did that. I can come straight in just like this, right? And there you go. Okay. So indexing, the way that you do it is you basically are going to grab it the same way. So when you're putting your magazine into its own holster, there's a little magazine holster that you have on your hip. And I always keep my other magazines loaded. Okay. You don't have time to be reloading a whole magazine. You should have it already loaded, right? And so when I come in, what I'm doing is coming in to my natural point of being able to reload, right? Because for me, I got big boobs. So you have to take in consideration, how big are your hands? How big is what you're working with? And then you actually have to keep practicing. So what you're seeing me do, this is my natural point. And it's really, I can't say this delicately, it's really at my nipple, right? So it's about a foot away from my nipple. For men, they can come in closer because they don't have boobs, all right? But for me, I come into about here, about a foot away from my boob, and it's at my nipple line. So here we go. There we go, right? We're coming in, and I'm coming up with this. Okay, now we're back. All right, so now here's the tricky part. This is the part you really got to practice, okay? So I'm doing this with my eyes closed. Y'all can't see my eyes are closed, but they are. So I'm coming in, natural point, whatever that is, and there you go. My eyes were actually closed. And I'm back to aim and pew pew. So let's do it again. So my finger is indexed. See my index finger where it is? Because it's going to guide it. Well, my natural, when I come in to change my mag, in other words, hit the mag release button. That's this right here, right? I'm hitting the mag release button. The magazine I had in there that's empty is going to drop out. And then my natural point of where I can reload my dark sister is right here, right? So you have to work on this part of it, but you also have to work on naturally where you bring her back to in order for these two to meet, okay? So part of what I'm doing is coming here and just doing this. Repetition, 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 okay? Because this is where it feels comfortable for my body based on how I'm built. And a lot of us are voluptuous as black women. What can I say? Huh? So when I'm just practicing with the magazine, I'm going to come up to what the natural point is. So I would have her holstered on my side. And when I go to pull her out, she's already ready to just come right here. Okay? So let's do it again. There I am. I'm aiming. Oh, I got to drop the mag I had in there. And I just did that with my eyes closed. And I'm back. All right? So, see what I'm saying? I'm coming into my natural point here. And then I'm coming up with my index. Right there. And I just keep doing it. The reason it looks like it's so easy for me is because I'm practicing. All you got to do is do this 5 minutes a day. 3 to 5 times a week, girl. Just watching TV. Okay? You understand? Okay. Just wanted to give us a tip, girl. We did it. Yay! Good job. Good job, Dark Sister. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget, your grip matters. Okay? All right. Love y'all.